Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva. Okay, let me tell you what I did. Okay, so I was writing my notes and I said Love and Marriage Salt Lake. I don't know where I got that from. It's Love and Marriage Detroit, okay? It is season 2, episode 3, All About the Opps. All right. Before we get started, give me a thumbs up, like and share and subscribe to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome. And it's all love here. All right. All right. So, this episode begins with Anthony and Kristina meet up. Kristina's shocked why Anthony meeting up with her. And Anthony said, I want to let you know that Brandon told him about what they're going through and things like that. And Anthony wanted to invite Kristina on his podcast to tell him all of the things Kristina got going on in her music career and stuff like that. And so Kristina's like, if my husband allows me to. And so, um, and so also Anthony wants to build bridges. He said, if that's possible. And so Kristina was like, you trying to be Mr. Fix-It? And he said, well, does that bother you? And she was like, well, it's a lot of pieces to fix. And Anthony was like, well, I'm trying to be a better person and do things the right way. Well, Kristina was like, there's a lot of hurtful things done and said and jabs that were thrown about my character. And they flash back to the reunion, and Anthony's wife said that Kristina plays the victim and she's manipulating. And so Kristina said, you call me fake and a liar. And so Anthony was like, I ain't call you fake, but I said you were a liar. So then he said, and you also brought my ops, and she said, you thought you were bringing a pit bull, but she's just a poodle. Whatever. So they agree to to try to mend fences, basically. So Kristina goes over Brandon's mama house, okay? And I don't know what she gonna get from going over her Brandon mama house, but Kristina was like, I don't know your child, and I don't know how to handle your child. And we've been together for 12 years. Brandon's mama said that Brandon's dad was the same way, and the only thing he did was cut the grass, because apparently he doesn't do anything around the house, and Brandon, he didn't want to do anything because it wasn't fun. Brandon said it wasn't fun. You had to make it fun for Brandon to do it. And then she said, and then when the kids came, I had even more work to do. And he was just like another child. I think a lot of single mamas or married single mamas can relate. Especially when the spouse doesn't do anything around the house. They just go to work and come home, and the wife is expected to take care of the kids, cook the food, clean, laundry, and heaven forbid you got a job outside the house. So you expected to work, then come home and clean, cook, and do the dishes, do the laundry, and take care of him with his needs as well. And he supposed to just go cut the grass, because she said he only cut the grass. He supposed to cut the grass and probably take out the trash, and you supposed to do everything else in the house. That don't seem like a good deal to me. That don't seem like a good deal to me. So, hey. Yeah, that don't seem like a good deal. And I think, well, she doesn't work, but apparently he don't come home, because she said, she asked how's Brandon doing, and she said, I don't see him that often. She said, I see him in the morning. He said, but he comes home after I go to sleep and stuff. And she was like, he does that at the house too. Yeah, she goes to sleep and he come home in the middle of the night, and then he leaves. And so I can see why she's feeling neglected, because he just bringing home the bacon, but he ain't taking care. He ain't doing nothing for his wife, like taking anything off her plate. And he's staying out all night or late at night in the studio or whatever. And you know, so I think she's lonely. So so she said Brandon, when the kids were born, he spent less time at the house, and she felt alone, just like I said. And she said, and he brought up divorce every few months. And so, and then his mom was like, well, you got to get on with your life. You know, if if he's not, because the kids are in school, so she need to find something to do, get on with her life. You know, if that means get another job, get a job, or do volunteer work, do something. You got to get on with your life. You just can't be sitting up at home waiting on the man. That's what she want to say. So anyway, the Thompsons, they have a date night. Okay, and they're making some champagne to go with their wine label. And apparently Anthony is taking the back seat to this label, this this champagne. And so, LaToya is kind of like stressed because, he is taking the back seat, and, he just like, however you want to do it, sister. So she really want him to take the lead, but he ain't doing it. Anyway, so and so he tells LaToya that she brought Kimberly, or well, Kristina. Anthony told LaToya that Kristina said that she brought Kimberly around to be be her mouthpiece. And so she was just like, I don't have to bring anyone for anybody because I don't care. Okay, you don't care. I don't care neither. All right. So this was a good sit down. Okay, so Russell goes over to Kristina and Brandon's house, but he ain't going in the house until Brandon get there because he is not gonna be alone with some man's wife. He ain't gonna be in some man's house without him being there. I commend you, Russell, for being a stand-up man. Okay. Um but they sit down and Russell was like, listen, I'm not a counselor. I'm not I'm not a therapist. I'm just a friend, a family member who is concerned. So the question was posed to Kristina. What are you looking for? And Kristina says, I am looking for a man who is walking in the fruit of the Spirit. Brandon didn't know what the fruit of the Spirit was, so she had to give him an index card to say what the fruit of the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit is. And so, love, prosperity, peace, joy, some more stuff. And so, so yeah, he had no clue what that meant. Cause I'm kind of feeling like some people are very religious on this show. Some people are like spiritual on this show, and some people just don't know where they fit in. Because I feel like, because Brandon said that God told him that he need to come home, or he need to work it out with his wife or whatever. He said God told me to be here, basically. But I don't think that held true for Kristina. I think Kristina is way more religious than Brandon. I'll put it that way. And yeah. And so I think she reads her Bible. She does Bible study and all that other stuff. Whereas I don't think Brandon does that kind of stuff, which is not shade to him, because some people don't do that. I don't do it, But what was it at the beginning that drew y'all to each other? If she is so religious, were you just playing a role? Or, well, you probably was playing a role to because you wanted to hit it. That's what he said. Now, his words, not mine. He wanted to hit it. Okay. And so that's why he got married, because he wanted to hit it. And then once he got married, it just all fell to pieces. Because I think you weren't your true, authentic self. I think that's why it all fell to pieces. And then Brandon said, sometimes I feel like I married a nun. Yeah, because I think she's very religious, and that's no shade to her either. Hey, do you, But I think some people are very religious. I think Russell and Kristina are very religious, But I don't think anybody else is that religious as, because if Russell trying to become a minister, yeah, I think, So, and so the next question was, he asked Brandon, who is the most disciplined person you know? And he said Russell. And hey. um, Brandon says I was more close to the Lord before I got married. I don't think you was more close to the Lord. I think you just prayed over your food and you prayed at night or something. I don't think you was more close to the Lord. Okay. Um, Russell told him that he need to figure out what he need to do to get back into the house and cut the crap. And he need to get back in the house because his daughters need him. And, you know, that's it. So, Kimberly is throwing an event, um, a Christmas event or whatever. And she's inviting everybody in the group. And then Kimberly and Marcel need to go on a date night as well, just like the Thompsons. All right, so LaToya, and I was trying to figure out because I at the season one I heard she was a physical therapist, okay, and so but then they said she was a doctor, so I was just like, was she a doctor of physical therapy? Yeah, she is a doctor of physical therapy. Congratulations. Yeah, so she's a doctor of physical therapy because I was just like, she ain't no real doctor, medical doctor, you know. She's a doctor of physical therapy. And I mean that's cool, You still got to do some work to get that doctorate, man. But she's quote unquote not a medical doctor as in she can cut people up and do surgeries on them and stuff like that. But I was just like, what doctor? I was just like, why? I said I thought she was a physical therapist. But yeah, she has a doctorate in physical therapy. Kudos for her. Anyway, so she's doing a prenatal workout for Kolby because she having some pelvic pain and she was trying to relieve that pelvic pain. So she was giving her some exercises and stuff like that she can do, and she said she was going to make her a whole workout that she can do. So, to combat that pelvic pain. I know that pelvic pain, honey. I know it. So Kimberly come in, and so they said that Kristina said that they brought her to the Bravo's dinner to go at Kristina, and Kimberly was like, I didn't even she said, I didn't even know that you knew her. So I don't know what you talking about. She said, because I didn't even know that you knew her. Whatever. She gonna invite the Smiths, Brandon Smith and Kristina Smith, to her Christmas party. So they will continue that conversation at the Christmas party because that's what's gonna happen. So then they go to the knockout thing. So that's the Thompsons, Anthony and LaToya, and the Smiths, Brandon and Kristina. And so they first do the men against men, the men against each other, and the women against each other. Okay, so Kristina and LaToya run into each other and fall. Both of them fall. So they had to sit down there until, you know, somebody else fall too. And so Brandon and Anthony, they going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until Anthony knocked the heck out of Brandon, and then he fall. So so Anthony won the knockout, but Anthony is the biggest person there, so yeah, he should have won the knockout. It don't make no sense for Brandon to knock you out when you the biggest person there. However, and then they do men against the women, uh, and so they going back and forth, and Anthony won that again. So and then the round three with the girls. I mean, it was cute. It was they had a good time, so it was fun. So Kristina, they trying to talk, and then Kristina said, you call me fake at her birthday party. I guess that was last season. She had a skating ring birthday party, and she called her fake and manipulative. And LaToya said, I don't remember saying that. It's on camera, LaToya. It's on camera, boo. Okay. and so Kristina was like, did that knuckleball give you amnesia? You don't remember nothing. Um, and then LaToya was like, well, multiple people said it, and then Brandon said, well, multiple people didn't say what she did, and so LaToya was like, well, that's your reputation in Detroit. And Kristina was like, well, listen, I've always judged you on my experience with you, not what I heard about you. Then Anthony tried to cut in, and she was like, hold on, but hold on. Christine was like, but hold on. And so, um, that's where they ended. Like, hold on. Hold on to your love. Yeah. So, hold on. So I guess we'll resume that conversation next week. Um, I think it is kind of childish to like judge somebody for what people say. You should have that in the back of your head, and if they present that to you, then you can be like, oh yeah, I heard that about you. But if they don't present that to you, then it is what it is. And then you could tell them, you like, oh, she's so manipulative, and you can tell them, well, she ain't like that with me. That's it. But they got to keep the commotion alive, so that's fine. But this is your girl, msyelladiva. Like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.